Moses. So we are going to start it off. So Nihilum on the CT side. I feel like an idiot for not knowing that. I was wondering why things look quite formal. But look at this push right now on the B side. He goes the one that's in control of their fate on the Nihilum position, but he already has one. He might be able to get more. No, finally Tarek will put him down. And they've already pushed through the backside. Mo is in, by the way. Mo for CLG right now, so get hyped. I'm sure there's lots of people that are extremely happy for that. So he's still in consideration for this spot, and he's actually going to be the man that gets caught out. Sanks! Oh, man, you got to think Mo gets frustrated by something like that. What a one-tap on the USP. As Tarek will push forward, Sempus on low HP will get caught, and CLG now have the man advantage with this bomb down, but they need to get back into the site because right now Hayes is holding alone, and Valens catches Tarek. Hayes has to win that one-on-one against Automatic. He doesn't do it, so he's going to get on the bomb, and as a result, Cutler goes down. They'll get this round, although he's got no kit. Does he have it?
Yeah, he has it. He absolutely does.
Yeah, okay, good.
That is a brutal round to lose. They had everything going for them. And that's the second time. CLG on Train earlier tonight just full-blown, pretty much just full-blown rushed B on Train. So at the moment, they're kind of just saying, screw it, we're just going to rush something. It almost works out for them. It should have worked out for them. They had it set up perfectly. They just lost every battle they really got in. So nice retake by Nihilum, and Sanks continuing his stellar play with that drop-down shot onto Mo. Beautiful stuff from him. Continues it here early on.
What are they doing, Automatic? Automatic's like, get off the E-box, that's my spot, bro. I want to use that to jump quickly over to Catwalk, but they're going for the boost in mid right now from CLG's side. Nihilum definitely clawed back into a round they probably shouldn't have had, and they got so far away from the bomb was the problem. FNS now up and over to the top. Has the Tech 9 to work with. They'll bust out the vents. Now, that's curious because it will force them in B to pay attention to that, but they haven't really using it to their advantage as Sanks wants to chop out, take this FAMAS shot into Finesse, and does do decent damage. He's down to 35 HP, but now he's going to fall back up the highway. Here's your slide play, though.
Yeah.
As Eco jump scout.
And he spotted 3 at mid, so they should know. There is one coming out. Hey, that's the bomb. They're going to get the bomb planted, so a misread here by Nihilum, completely evacuating the A bomb site. Mo gets it planted. He does have a teammate with him, Tarek, so, I mean, they don't really have a shot at winning this round, but just getting that plant is huge, especially combined with the plant in the first round. This is going to be a definite third-round buy.
Eco getting aggressive all the way through the site, catching Tarek. Nothing he could do. So 2 kills for an M4, 2 kills for FAMAS, 1 kill for the Sanks FAMAS. So the SMG actually does nothing for Valens or Senfus. And they're going to have to upgrade in the next round. So they haven't found the money bonus with them. I mean, fortunately, it's not going to hurt them too much. I can't see the money. Why can I not see the money when I press tab?
I don't know.
Send
Broken?
help. Send help. I'm going to have to reboot the game probably.
Mo's got that ADP. It's glass cannon, though, so if he catches a nade at the wrong time, that's going to be bad news.
And you gotta wonder how
much.
You gotta wonder how much of this is his input too. Oh, you spoke about the nade exactly. It goes a little bit deep though, so he's only taken down to 68. Look at the counter boost. Finesse is waiting for.
That's like a clever off-angle nade. Valens with the MP9's gonna grab one. That sparks Semphis to peek up. Drops Valens. This third-round buy is going terribly for CLG at the moment.
I can't believe Finesse lost that battle. He was pre-aiming that counter boost, and he gets caught off by.
Oh, as soon as his teammate died, he turns to look towards the door, and actually now look, there's even one player, that's Valens with an AK-47, pushing out the door, loses the fight to Tarek, but he does see 2 members.
This is good from Nihilum. This is more aggressive than we see North Americans normally play, and in fact, they're going to double that aggression as Automatic will slip into the same position. This could catch them off entirely, but all they're doing is getting a really good read on their opponent, and we don't often see this really early defensive play. This is a lot like Mouse Sports played earlier today. If anyone saw them in their matchup against,
I spotted a little bit of it.
Yeah, they were crazy. Man, I gotta say, just off topic a little bit. As Mo, nice shot from Mo, so the glass cannon's paying off. I wonder how much of his input this is because as a stand-in, how much freedom are they giving him on making the call? You'd have to think calling for a glass cannon is fully on confidence, but they do take him down in the end. Tarek, though, manages to pick up 2, and he brings this back to a one-on-one. Does have the bomb. He's already found 3. He's going to have to get 4 to win out this round. As Automatic drops out of the vents, does have this nade. Good bounce, lands on the feet of Tarek, down to 42, and that Molotov, or rather Incendiary, will push him out, but no, actually comes up a little bit light. It's going to land at the generator, not on top of the site, so Tarek still has all the high advantage to work with. A little bit of a step noise given away, and Automatic knows he's in position behind the box. It's pretty obvious at this point. Tarek just has to play ring around the rosy. Automatic almost baits him out and gets the better peek, but he can't get the shot. He does through the edge of the box. How does Tarek catch that? That's almost bad luck, and Nihilum will take this early buy to their advantage, and Counter Logic are going to be back on the save. That's a good round.
Yeah, Tarek took a really good job of playing ring around the rosy there, delaying as much as he could, but automatic. Through the edge of the box. Tarek caught it with his teeth. And that, you're exactly right. That was great play from Nihilum, and actually I'm surprised that turned into a one-on-one. They had such a good read on the situation. A nice shot by Mo to open up that B site, but so many players from Nihilum were converging over towards that side of the map. CLG just won some crucial gun battles to get it in there, and another plant out of them. But they are down 0-3.
I want to go back and just finish the point. The new mouse sports, if everyone gets a chance to look them out, with Dennis being super aggressive the way he was on Penta, complemented with Chris J, those two guys played amazingly well together. They supported each other so well in so many CT positions today that it was really exciting. So I'm looking forward to see more from that team.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, I felt the same way about them from ESEA. They didn't really win anything. They didn't really do that well in terms of standings, but they looked very, very good strategically with God B having his influence.
Exactly, and he's one of the two players that remained, obviously, him and Chris J. So the whole new lineup, I mean, it's a Penta Mouse Sports mashup. But let's get back to this one, because right now it's a Nihilum performance. They've already picked up their first win of the season against Elevate. They're going up against
be careful.
The CLG guys this time. Sanks gets caught, like you say, he had to be careful, not able to do it. Automatic does turn back, good response kill from him. But again, mid's been given up, and they've got full control. Mo, only the pistols, though, wants to repeat from Highway. It's the two top teams in the league, the two unbeaten teams that Nihilum are going against. So it's not like this is just a night of wins. This is a night of full challenges, and so far rising to the occasion. But again, this is still early on in this matchup.
Yeah, and CLG is going to reconvene over towards this A site. Mo has picked up an AWP. He does blindly shoot. That's going to give away the location. He gets blind again. Automatic with some nice counter flashes. And a molly. That's going to force Hayes over to the right. Automatic pulls out a flashbang at the wrong moment. Gets punished for it. A nice shot by Hayes. He does have the bomb, and he's stuck here. Hiko's going to take him out, and Mo's just going to try and save this gun. He does have 3,100 to work with, so he can buy armor next round. And he is going to pick off Semphis, who's hunting him down, trying to find him. Couldn't do it. So Mo's going to have the AWP. He's going to have a full buy here in this round.
This is good.
Yeah.
This makes up for the glass cannon buy, because he wouldn't have been able to get an op out otherwise.
Yeah,
At least I don't think so. I can't see the friggin' money still.
It's good. It's a good purchase, or it's a good find for Mo to keep that AWP for sure.
I'm gonna reboot the game, so you do this one, and then I'll get my money back.
Sounds good. Ooh, Mo goes for a spam, just narrowly misses things, and this is that mid control we talked about. 3 members from Nihilum watching mid. Semphis is going to be pushed under the boost box with Sanks watching over him. And they have Automatic playing from Highway and Valen's playing from Truck. So very, very passive. And it's passive into an A execute. So CLG throwing their smokes, getting into the bomb site. No one's actually there for Nihilum, but Tarek comes running through, does take out Sanks. Automatic finds FNS, so some good trades down to a 3-on-3, but the bomb site goes in the way of CLG. It's going to be all on the retake. Valens is going to try and push around a smoke. He avoids a flashbang. He's going to try and spray through the smoke and prevent the plant. He does. He creeps up into the corner. He's basically at the default plant spot. Hayes doesn't know he's there. That's an interesting position for Valens to be in. And now Hayes spraying one down. The smoke still hasn't cleared yet. Valens hasn't been able to find anything. But there he is, turning the corner. Hiko takes him down. Valens gets dropped. Mo so very low at A main. Hiko doesn't have much to work with. He does have a smoke. If he could just take out Cutler, he could drop a smoke on the bomb, and he does. And he's just going to get in on it. He's going to try and stick it. He finds it in the smoke. Spray is not hitting him. He is going to do it. Nope, he gets knifed. Oh, and he stops the defuse. He got off of it.
That was a Cadian moment.
That's
and
unfortunate.
Cutler went for the right swipes there because... the left click, but the quick swipes, because he knew he actually didn't have the time to go for... If he misses that first left click, by the time the knife animation resets, the diffuser's probably done. I think he actually could have stuck
unless
that
he gets him in the
still.
back. No,
Well,
Hiko did stick it. It was I was actually on his POV. It was coming down, and then he like jerked his mouse to kind of mess with the hitboxes, I guess, and it took him off the diffuse. So first round for CLG, and this is actually, I mean, due to the damage that's been done, you look at this buy from Nihilum. 2 Colts and all pistols outside of that. No kit.
Look at the aggression from Sanks. Flash does go in, so they had some idea that he was up close, but he still manages to get the first kill onto Cutler. FNS losing a tiny fraction of 8 HP, but still able to trade it back. And Valens with the Hyper Beast is going to have to go into hyper mode now inside A. He does have support already rotating up from middle and from the form of Automatic. And Semphis has found his way all the way deep inside middle. Mo will catch him off. That'll bring us back down to 1-man advantage here for CLG. So picking up back-to-back rounds would be big because, again, this, although not a full money bonus, does reset the income, and they have invested pretty heavily into this round. Mo would still be in a good position, but the rest of them would be pretty tight.
Yeah, and CLG playing this round very, very far back, all spread out, and just now they reconvene. They make a lot of noise. It's going to be automatic at the fort. Look, if one's at the door, he does spot him out. Here comes the Colt over to bail him out, give him some support. Tarek drops one. Valens trades it off at FNS, so they are going to get into the bomb site. Valens got to be very careful. Mo's off, is right on it, but he gets legged, but he gets the kill anyways.
Tarek, good shot though on Valens over the top, but immediately countered out by Hiko. Hayes is going to go for this pop flash. And that's a play that Hiko knows, but he still catches him. Hiko wasn't blinded by that, and Hayes gets the better of the exchange, and now Counter Logic are rolling. But again, that's an expensive round. Again, but the big thing is that Mo was the one that, oh, he's still light. Did he get an op out? No, they're going to throw it over to him? Yes, no,
yeah,
it's
Hayes
FNS.
bottom one. Hayes bottom one, I believe.
Okay, are they going to leave it to FNS, though? I think they're going to give it to FNS.
No, they're going to give that to Mo.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Okay, I was going to say.
Let's
they
not
were
be
late
crazy.
getting it there. Well, I was going to say, he was
Let's
sitting
not
at
get too
46.
weird.
I think they were waiting him to counter buyout for his teammate who bought it, but it was a little confusing because it went back and forth between the other two twice before Mo finally got it. It was just a thought, man.
Yeah, just a thought. It's alright. So, this will be interesting to see if Nihilum actually chooses to, double save here. They have Semphis very low, Sanks and Hiko both below $2,000.
Cutler spotted it. They went for the skylight boost. He blew out the window, which with 3 people inside the site would have held him in position, but they went for the peak. Cutler was already looking, and they immediately fell back off it. Otherwise, that was an easy kill for Cutler. Double boosted up at mid. We'll see if they can drop over and take control. No one in mid at all right now. It's a 2-3 split on the bomb side to the defensive side.
Yeah, they have a stack over at B. Semphis actually has a flashbang in his hand, waiting for an execute, I would assume, to pop flash his teammates in it. It actually looks like it's going to be a B split. 2 players in mid are going to come through the vents and 3 through the passageway, so it's all up to this stack. This is dangerous, though. FNS is actually going to molly off part of the site. I believe that goes towards headshot, towards the grill.
Automatic inside the corner, does pop out, well timed right there. Tarek does take the brunt of the damage, and they still have that stack, so he's going to pop back out, and this will make them overlook Hiko, who does pick up the first, but around the corner they go onto him. He's completely overwhelmed, and the entry is successful. 2 men down, but they will get this bomb plant. That leaves
that was a solid setup. That was promising there from Automatic, Hiko, and Semphis. They got 2 out of it.
Especially where he double peeked. If he peeked the first time and ran away, then there's still a chance to check the corner. But where they know it's just him and he goes down that close to the site, they had no idea Hiko was going to be there.
Yeah, so Valens is just going to wait in vents until he hears the footsteps, try and go for an exit kill. I don't think Hayes is going to be fooled. He's just going to walk out from behind the box, so Valens might not find anything. Might be able to snatch up a gun, actually, if he stays in here and just waits for the bomb to explode. But he goes for it. Gets a dink, but nothing more. And everyone's going to survive on CLG.
So 3 in a row now. Start to accumulate the rounds and claw back into it. This is T-side as well, and they're doing it the hard way. No pistol round. So Nihilum need to get things back in their favor quite quickly, and it's going to be a desperate buy again as Valens onto the FAMAS. This will allow him to get out of smoke in 2 flashes, though. No head armor. But they're playing against AKs and ops, so not a big difference. Smoke out mid, deep. That'll cover off big garage. Tarek. Waiting. This is interesting because there's no smoke out on A main, but there hasn't been a flash either. But Tarek's still playing passively, not taking the angle, and using that vision to his advantage. He's playing tight enough. Mo's going to be the first. Okay, so Mo with the op will take that shot, but he's playing tight enough just to make sure they didn't go for the boost in the corner. I have to say, by the way, Titan with the run boost is probably the best team at doing that now because they don't smoke or do anything to indicate they're there, and Maniac is so good at getting up and just patiently waiting for them to walk past. I think more teams need to look into using run boosts now that they're legal in most leagues.
Oh, Mo's looking for it. He does spot him. He gets him through the red box, it looked like, so I don't know if it gets tagged down to about 70 HP. This is a very slow-paced strategy where they're letting Mo work, and he misses the flick shot. Valens creeps out, finds an angle. With the pop flash, he grabs the second one, and he pushes up. He's got to trade his weapon out, but Hiko in the vents now. Sees Hayes come out. He just drops out of vents. He falls back, so he knows they've got mid-control. But Valens continues his tear. A 3rd kill on the round, and Automatic chimes in too. And CLG is destroyed in this round.
And Mo's got to start to feel the pressure because this is a tryout for him. And those kind of shots, those kind of flicks, that's what they're expecting him to hit. That's what they need out of the Opera if he's going to be the opening fragger. So this will start to play on Mo's mind. I mean, this is a mental game for him as much as a game for just for counter logic. So Nihilum do get back as they needed to do. Still decent money out for CLG, so we'll see one more buy. But it's getting fragile. Are they going to boost Mo? That's the bigger question. He does still have the op to work with. Nope, he goes right back to A main. So they're going to go for a similar setup. He'll watch the corner initially on the boost. This is the exact same play as last time. Cutler out towards Squeaky. But look how passive they are on the A side right now from Nihilum. Automatic, Valens, Sanks, they're all at the top of Highway. No one inside the site. So even if Mo goes for that peak, which he's not, by the way, he's playing quite passively, he won't have any vision to work with.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a situation where they let Mo work a pick like last round. I think this will be more of like an execute and just hit the bomb site. Mo playing very, very far back, waiting for that pop flash peak. But Valens this round isn't giving it to him, and here's Tarek setting up a smoke. He's going to toss it out. That's going to block cross. And like you said, a very, very passive setup.
Cutler tries to fire through the open doorway. Tarek's going to find Valens. Sanks responds back into the 14-year-old Mr. Tarek. That brings us back to 4-on-4. Sempus tries to come back up from CT spawn. He's a little bit late to the party, but Automatic doesn't need any friends at this party. He's going to just dance in the dance floor all to his lonesome. Pull a Michael Jackson and shuffle away as Finesse gets back into him, but it's all going to be on to just Finesse in this case as Sanks slowly lurks around the backside of the red crate. And
that was a beautiful pop flash between them. There he goes. He does get one. That was a beautiful pop flash from Sanks and Automatic. Automatic working his way into quad late during that execute as they were creeping, as CLG was creeping out. Automatic Sanks coming in behind him in the bomb site and just flashes off the fence. And they both peek together and mow down, I think it was 2 or 3. So very, very nice pop flash. Very nice mobile defense out of them. You said it, you know, at the beginning of that execute, it was a very, very passive setup. And, you know, when CLG didn't take the aggressive route and just storm into the bomb site, Nihilum responds with aggression of their own and takes it away from them.
Nice tries to come back over. So it's back to pistols. Nihilum, a little more aggressive this time. Valens is on that corner. Here's the door open up behind him. Has to turn back around. Does pick up both. Good accuracy control, but where were the others at A main? If they walked out and pinched on that, he was gone. And that's a free M4 pickup. No one else on the A site. They would have been able to get this bomb down.
Yeah, Valens has got to be careful, though. He's feeling it right now. So you can see him getting aggressive. He's very, very confident, but 3 players on the other side of this smoke. FNS is just going to lurk out. He's going to pull out a flash, maybe the wrong moment. He is. FNS is going to drop him. Sanks just gets there, but FNS spins around with the Tech 9 and grabs that one too. So that's going to be 2 Colts into their hands. That's going to be a bomb planted. Excuse me, just 1 Colt. But oh my lord, FNS making plays.
FNS not silenced just yet, but Mo is. This brings us back down as Sempus has to get into a much better position. He is going to be into the flank on the backside, so Automatic just needs to keep them distracted and buy time for his teammate. Doesn't need to overpeak and get taken down. That's exactly what happens. Sempus now catches Hayes, and he takes FNS low enough, so Sempus just barely gets there in time. As FNS almost evades around the corner, but he gets the kills, and now the defuse, and Nihilum continue forward on this 7th round. So yes. 4-3-3 is our splits. It was 4-0, 4-3, and now 7-3. Nihilum definitely picking up consecutive rounds as needed because their economy got quite fragile at one moment there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 5-on-3 against an eco, and it turns into a 1-on-1. So that's brutal. Nice plays by FNS to get those 3 kills there. And still waiting for. I mean, neither of these teams are really controlling mid. Nihilum more than CLG, but CLG hasn't really tried to do anything mid. They've been going A so very much.
Nico's going to find Hayes to start it off this time. So Nihilum with first blood this round. As Tarek falls back, watch for what CLG do to respond because they haven't really been taking much of a mid fight lately, to be honest. And Automatic and Sanks have been able to rotate up Highway quite easily and quite quickly on those A retakes as a response. So they need to at least get someone into position to hold these rotators. In fact, they're going to go for a vent boost this round as well.
Well, there's that Molotov to push the vent player out, and normally they have a B player to watch for him to fall out, but he got taken out earlier by Hiko. So now it is going to be mid-control from CLG. They have boosted up. Tarek gets one. He got reboosted into the vent, and Tarek just drops him. So that forces all the mid players to kind of fall off, so they've kind of seeded mid-control, but Sempus is pushing up B, so he's got great information at the moment.
Finesse does get automatic, brings it back down to a 3-on-3. Good control in the mid to open it back up. We saw that shot onto Hiko. That changed the complexion of things, but Valen's with the nade will take down one. Tarek will go down as well. Finesse wants to come around this corner, and he has to run. He's not yet in position. Finally, Semphis gets into cover. That was so close to him being caught out, but he still gets the bomb planter through his own smoke. Good angle hold. Mo's going to pick it up. All that remains, 1-on-3, has the op now, and also the bomb to work with, but only 11 seconds. Yeah, only 10. He's got to save this.
Yeah, nothing he can do, and he might even get hunted down. I mean, I know the economy for Nihilum is fragile, but...
Sangsta's in position. Sangsta's in position. Mo gets Sangst. He needs to stay alive. They're not. Okay, they won't be able to get to him now. He hides inside Zed, but could have been Harry if he drops that off after the round expires, and that's one more little mistake. Of course, I think he's playing quite well, I'll be honest. I'm not calling him out here. He's playing reasonable. He made that glass cannon call, but he misses that flick earlier. He gives up a gun late. They don't get the money. It's little things like that that they're going to weigh in the back of his mind. Again, the pressure's on him to perform just as much as the team.
I just don't think he's you know, if they're going to have this op from him, he's not really getting involved when they try and execute strategies, and the op's not the most useful weapon here. They finally fast boost him. He's going to have a chance on automatic, who looks like he wants to peek. There is one player pushing up very, very close beneath him, but Nihilum's doing a great job of not giving Mo anything. These opening picks with an AWP are not working out because Nihilum's not really playing that peaky or aggressive.
Semphis on the reverse boost, not even up and over yet, already finds Mo. Now, the op did drop down the backside, so they'll be able to recover it, because that would have been disastrous if it ends up on top and no one can reach it. And they'll put Tarek back up as a response. He may catch out Sanks. This comes on scope, does get him in the end. So Sanks goes down. This brings us back, but again, it's just the op to work with these three pistols, and they're going to split on A. Cutler's already out towards Squeaky. Valens is the one inside the site, but watch for automatic. He's going to start the rotation now up highway. And as that front smoke comes out on A main, this will give him position to set up however he pleases, essentially. And as a response, CLG is going to fall off the A site.
Valens does have a Molotov to work with, but here comes the bomb rotating off back towards B. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of a fake. It's going to be Hazed and Tarek. Tarek trying to get an entry with this AWP, but once again, like I said, no one from Nihilum's giving it to him. Valens spots out Hazed, volleys him at yellow, and flashes over.
And automatic's the one that still holds this off angle. But they need to realize now the bomb's not there. Semphis has already spotted the footsteps of one, makes it 2 as he gets Cutler and comes back around. FNS drops before he can even get the shot into the backside on Hiko. So Tarek
forced to save, but he might not even be able to. They're close to him.
And if time's expired, he has to get away. He needs to get around the corner before automatic pops out to take the shot, and I think he will. Just barely inside. So another gun saved, but another round lost. Nihilum are looking very good right now.
Yeah, defensively they've been fantastic, not only in the last match, but now into this one. And this is just looking, this is looking a little bit cool. Starting to run away with it, really. I mean, CLG hasn't been able to get much going. They've had some close rounds, but it's all come from, I feel like, just some duels that they've won on some mistakes from Nihilum. Tactically, they don't really seem to have made very much progress outside of those 3 rounds they've won.
Finesse waits to go for the execution, throws the smoke over. That covers off your connecting point. And here comes your boost. Tarek's already up. They do spot the close player. Good team flash. Still a massive amount of damage dealt onto Tarek. Down to 9 HP, but opening frag no less. And now Semphis is going to go for this boost with Hiko. He'll put him inside the vents. This will give them a bit more mid-presence where they've already lost that first player and cover off the B side, but it's inside A main and all the action's happening as automatic tries to get aggressive and up close. Finesse will drop him off on the trade, and Hayes, who waits patiently, will catch Hiko. So now they've got a real opportunity here on CLG's side, but not if Semphis has anything to do with it. He'll catch Hayes immediately as he comes back in, and Mo and company rotating over to B, and that's a good call. Completely open as Semphis rotates away from the site.
Great call there by CLG. The bomb site is wide open. They're actually slowing down, though. They're throwing a molly into upper. Nothing's blocking lower. Semphis has a free shot, so he can stop this. He can't get the kill into a jumping FNS. There's the smoke. A little bit curious they didn't just toss that earlier. That's a little bit risky, but CL is just going to get a free plant. If Valens is watchful as he could take out Mo. Mo's only got 22 HP. He didn't spot the barrel. He's checking behind him. Oh, and Mo misses the shot. That's a huge kill to miss. And here comes Valens grabbing Cutler as well, so all of a sudden it's a 2-on-1. FNS is stuck inside the bomb site. Wheels around, he does grab Semphis, 29 HP on him. Valens is kind of going to wheel and deal around these boxes. doing this ring around the rosy like earlier, and Valence is going to win it. He gets 3 kills on the retake, and it all comes down to Mo missing that shot on the flank.
Yeah, he's definitely missing key plays tonight, and I mean, CLG, this is the roster spot they're trying to fill. This plays into his chances big time because he hits that kill in vents. That leaves 3 players up in a basically one on 3 retake. He goes down, and as soon as automatic automatic at that entry, nothing FNS could do. Another round CLG potentially should have had, you have to say. And when your opera on T side has 5 kills to work with, I mean, you kind of got to start looking at how you can possibly open up sites when he's not hitting shots.
Yeah, and even so, I mean, they have opened up some. I mean, that round they opened up B perfectly. They ran that strategically fantastic. It is just, you know, one missed kill from Mode, everything just kind of comes, you know, everything just kind of crumbles around it. So unfortunate there for CLG, but they've got to make do. They're doing this default that they like to do, spread out. Hazed over towards B. He's got 2 players watching for it. Hiko's in a great spot. A pop flash goes a little bit too far, but Hiko wins the battle anyways behind the cover of the Molotov. And now a 5-on-4 situation.
Automatic again on the shuffle from Highway. Tries to get up close. Finesse is going to go ahead and distract over on the B site, but the bomb's down outside A main. They're already pushing through on the CLG side, so they have to go back for this at some point. And despite that their entries have already come in, the rotations are coming around. This pretty much means right now that FNS was going to be the player to grab the bomb, but he's caught in mid, so this is peculiar because CLG is deep and committed. They will bring it back down to 2-on-2. Sempis dropping now as well. Mo hits that one, so there's a change in pace. And he might hit this next shot, does. Makes up for lost ground in the last round, takes down Hiko, and now they've got it up to 4 rounds, 10-4. But Nihilum, this is a great half. You have to be set either way because this map's come back to 9-6, 8-7 more and more commonly.
Yeah, this is a fantastic half out of them, and that round Cutler was just an animal. 3 entry frags from Cutler, so nicely done by him. Mo chimes in with 2 as well, but Cutler really opening things up, giving Mo the space he needed to work with. So 4-10. And it's another situation where the Nihilum strung 3 rounds together, but they're forced onto a force buy kind of. They have 2 rifles and 3 pistols once again, so even though they've had so much success, it's come at a cost.
Saints takes down Cutler. Finesse, good read, catches Valens. Trying to lurk forward from the long position. He goes down Mo, so this still gets back into the advantage for Nihilum, but Hayes has no more of that. He may take a brunt of damage here on the headshot from Hayes, or pardon me, from Automatic, but still gets the kill.
I do want to say that kill that Hiko just got, he did it in the round before onto Hayes. He's dropping his own smoke, and he's just got the angle lined up through the smoke. And that's how he's gotten 2 kills. It's unreal, and Sanks throws a flash, blinds himself.
Well played,
Tarek. FNS, but yep, Tarek with the taps.
Tarek stepping up big, has 15 kills. He went a little quiet in the latter half, but that's when the rest of his team came on and made up for lost time. So 10-5 though, that's that's rough. CLG, you can break it down on how their cash performances have gone, but it's not always a map that works in their favor. No,
it's not, and 5 is actually on the good side, I'd say, for their T side. They do have, and they do have like a 51% win rate on their T side cash, but
the hard part is that if this is going to be a map that's not in your itinerary, what do you have left? Because the map pool is becoming deeper. You're getting
it's a crucial map.
Well, exactly, and you're getting into GSL style picks and bans. Like, you're going to leave cash in and basically only have 1 ban go against you. So what are you going to ban? Cobblestone? All right, great. Fnatic's going to go ahead and ban something like Overpass, and then all of a sudden cash is going to get picked whether you like it or not. You pretty much have to get cash rolling because it's going to be in almost every map pool you see in a best of 3. Specifically when teams know you're not proficient on it, they're going to pick it intentionally to go against you because pretty much everyone else is fairly decent at it.
Yep.
So this hurts international play for them.
You know, we talked about this on Train, CLG being one of the best pistol teams we have at the moment, a 91% win rate on their CT pistols. None more crucial than this one, really, to get them back in this match. And they're actually doing a very aggressive counter boost. Tarek's going to be in for a quick flank on this A-hit. I'm going to be ready for it.
Well, Hayes certainly is, as is Tarek. Mo contributing as well, but there's Valens and Sempis to bring it back a little bit closer, down to a 2-on-3. And Sempis does one better. Nice shot on Finesse as he comes around from the truck side. Hayes still in position on Highway, wants to tap above the toxic barrels. Does manage to collect Sempis on the repeat, so Valens has to do this. Just 2 players remaining in his way. Make it 1 as he gets Hayes into the 1-on-1, but look at the HP. Only 11 to work with, and he has to go back over to his left side for that bomb. Spots up Cutler, and actually hits him! What a shot from him as he repeaks!
Valence with a monster round.
Man, CLG, we talked about pistols. They've won, I think, 83% this season. Well, they've lost 2 in this game.
What a shot from Valence. Absolutely huge. He's been so clutch this map, and that's gut-wrenching, because that's another round where CLG got, the first 2 or 3, that was like a 4-on-2 situation there for some time, and Valence and Semphis just bring it back for him.
Man, oh man, that's crazy. Both of those pistol rounds were firmly in the grasp of CLG. So they throw out the fire to keep Hazed away from the NBK spot, and as a result, he walks directly into a slaughter. As the SMGs come in to do all the work, Automatic and Semphis contribute for most of the kills, as Sanks now will take down Cutler, and great anti-eco. Some damage dealt, but no one dropping just yet, and that's how it's going to stay. Bomb goes down just before, but Semphis closes out the round.
Nihilum looking very, very good. They caught some momentum, they caught some fire here, and they're just running away with it. And that's the key on your anti-ecos when these second rounds can be so incredibly dangerous. You buy those SMGs not just because you don't have to. I mean, the run and gun is great with them, but you can afford the Molotovs. And you notice even on a second round, they just clear out that entire fence spot. You said the NBK spot quad as well. They just throw Molotovs in there, and they can pretty much just kill them as they run out. It's like flushing rats out of a corner, but
oh my goodness!
You just spray them down as they try and pop flash their way into the A main.
Automatic, man. There's no stopping this guy. Where's the switch to put him back on manual? Because he is just mowing them. Gets flashed out, still turns around and controls his recoil. Cutler finally does get Semphis' Automatic. Back around the corner for more. Hayes will finally drop him, but Valence goes right back into him. And Valence, is he going to get the extra money? Yes, he is.
We talked about this earlier in the night. How CLG went for quite some time with only losing 4 or fewer CT rounds, and I believe it was like 7 or 8 matches. And since then, they have a 40% win rate on their CT side and 6 catch matches. So their defense has just slowly been deteriorating. And that's a crucial fact at the moment, because the CT side is where they have to make this retake and mow again on this 4th round with a glass cannon up.
Yeah, second time we've seen him go for it. We saw him do it in the first half as well. It didn't really pay off, so. Good vent position right now from FNS. He still hasn't broken them out either. No one has, so he'll be able to be in there pretty much for free. They're actually going to fall him out, so he's going to fall off this. Let Tarek get aggressive toward the player who's lurking out, Hiko, in the B main, and let FNS come back over toward Generator. They're actually rotating off. This is a really interesting call. I don't know what read they had on this, because there's been no activity at A, unless they're just like presumptuously assuming, wow.
Well, it could just
unless they're assuming that Hiko pre-firing is just a fake.
Yeah, this is a very, very heavy lean over to B for no real reason. But they are going to fall off it once again and just run right back towards A. Cutler's going to take over mid. Actually, they have 2 players in mid.
This is almost one of those situations where you want to push the site you don't think they're at, just to see if it's correct to gamble on that site. But instead, Valence is going to catch out Tarek.
Yeah, and Tarek pushes when his teammates are rotating away, so no one really there to cover his spot. FNS has to come back in, and now they force themselves into the bomb site. Valence is hiding in this smoke, though. This is a really cheeky spot. Cutler might not be prepared for it, but Valence misses the shot. He does catch him off guard, but now one player is coming up highway. That's Sanks. He's going to get 2 kills, can't get a third, but the A bomb site goes the way of Nihilum.
So bomb will get planted and in position. 3 still up versus 2 on the retake. Hiko, Automatic, and Semphis. Cutler, FNS, and FNS already up on the catwalk, does have position from above, but can't spot. He did spot! He actually saw him, but didn't realize that he is okay. Catches Semphis when he looks back, but Hiko's gonna take down Cutler. Good flash in from FNS, brings it back down to a one-on-one, but Automatic, they're both on low HP. 20 versus 16, FNS gets above. This cut, so commonly used and well played from him. He collects the 4K on the round, but no, does he have a kit? Yes, he does. I don't think he gets this. He walked too far away. I don't think he has this at all. FNS, did he not have the kit? Is that what he went back for? What? Man, great play from him to get back into that. Takes the 1-on-3, and then the bomb goes away. So unfortunately, Jason's audio cuts away, but I thought he had the kit the first time he walked over. He might not have had it. That's probably why he went back. And 14 rounds now for Nihilum, despite an absolutely massive individual performance from Finesse. That's absolutely insane. So almost to the point of breaking here. 5 rounds only for CLG, the team that lead the standings right now in ESEA's professional division in North America, against Nihilum, who for the first time this season are playing on this night, and they're already got 1 game against Elevate, who's also undefeated, or were undefeated up to that point, and they look to do the same right now. This is extremely strong.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Am I back?
You're back.
Perfect. Yeah, this is great play from Nihilum, and that's another round that just comes so close for CLG. Oh, Mo, nice shot. Through the door, takes out Sempus very, very early on, but look at this stack now that CLG have. 4 players over here, so this round is a good gamble, a good read that they have going on. No execution quite yet. Nihilum's just waiting for him to peek, but the nice pop flash forces Sanks back. He's caught on the wrong side. He's got to come out and get in a fight with FNS, who takes him down. It's going to be a 5-on-3.
5-on-3 to potentially put things back on tilt, or back at least somewhat in their advantage, because this thing's on the rails right now. This boat is definitely tipped and about to sink. As Mo comes back up, uses the scout. Cutler actually gets the shot. He makes it good on the second peek, though. That's automatic down, and Nihilum getting stopped in their tracks. A great force buy. Finally, Hiko gets them a kill, but he's in an awkward position as FNS jumps out through the smoke behind him, and there we go. CLG managed to get their 6th. Is it too little too late, though? That's the bigger question.
Yeah, this is going to be a long half here for CLG to make this comeback. They do get the benefit of an eco round out of Nihilum to build up some bank behind these guns they've picked up. They're guns that the AKs they've swapped out. But Nihilum is looking just so good. Sanks and automatic their entry frag, and even Valen's this map has stepped up. He's been an absolutely beast mode from that pistol round. And actually now look at this push out of CLG. Eric's going to swing out and grab 2. Sanks
this
responds.
This is YOLO mode.
Yep,
Mows them down. Man, that's the aggression that in situations like this, you just got to take the fight to them.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, those are pushes that we see out of them on gun rounds. It's just, they're feeling a little, you know, talking to Hayes and them, they feel very, very comfortable in those aggressive plays. You know, they want to be aggressive. They want to be the aggressors, and right now, it's all they really have left because they're getting beat up whenever they play a passive.
Vanessa this time in from heaven on B, goes for the late drop. And they're going to set up for an A-take, it looks like, on Nihilum's side. Aside from Hiko, who's playing that lurk position inside the sunroom. Valen's just with the Tech 9 making noise at A main.
They have a couple Molotovs to work with. And they're over at B, or they're over at A bomb site, so they're going to do is smoke execute, it looks like, over here. Over into the A site. It's just going to be CLG, Hayes inside, Cutler's at highway. Smokes are about to block him. Where are these mollies going to come? Actually, they're doing a line of smokes. Cutler has a perfect vision of the entire sequence here. They've all fallen back to boost up.
Sempus tries to go for the peek through the smoke and pre-fire onto where the barrels should be located on the backside of the fog. Sanks, what a shot with that deagle. Takes down Mo, and that's just more frustration for him. That evens it back up. But as I say that, it's going to be Cutler and FNS that brings CLG back into it. Of course, Sempus did lose that exchange, as we saw, so it's only 2 that are left. Sanks and Hiko. Make it just Hiko, who, by the way, is, not to call him out on it because he's had a fairly solid night, but is your bottom fragger, oddly enough, for Nihilum, but not by much. He's only 1 kill behind both Sanks and Sempus.
Cash is actually one of Hiko's worst statistical maps for the last 3 seasons.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's harder to be a lurk player on Cash, truthfully, because it's so far to the other side. The only way you could really lurk it successfully is after the rotations, when you catch them out the rotators in mid.
Yeah, you also have to be a very aggressive lurking style, and that's just not Hiko's.
Yeah, it's other than that, you're basically just selling fakes. That's really all the lurk can really do. Or you're playing so passive that if you're making yourself relevant and getting 1 or 2 kills, you're so far away from the retake that it doesn't even matter.
More aggression out of Tarek. Pushes up into the door with that AWP. They do have a double op setup. Mo with
this
1.
Is CLG. This is more like it. Of course, they are on an anti-eco, but this is looking a lot more what we're used to seeing from them.
Well, this is almost like that Fnatic setup that you talked about, with an op at each bomb site, Mo over at B, Tarek at A with an AWP, and then 3 players in the middle of the map, just being very, very mobile each way.
Yeah, that setup works wonders for them. It's really, I mean, the angles are so tight. Basically at B, there's about 3 different places, you can play it from that immediate drop off heaven with that op, back toward generator, even in toward checker. If you really want, you can play it at heaven, but you're only going to get one before you're giving up the whole site and doing that. And the A site, I mean, the A main hold is so easy, and to hold the door, all you got to do is rotate.
Oh,
Cutler, what? Cutler, my goodness. Talk about a lineup. There's 3 for him.
Those are the plays that'll get you back into it.
I was just going to say, Nihilum are on tilt now. Sanks does get back into haze, but things are falling apart because this is their first buy round since the last save, which was just last round. Okay, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense the way I phrased that, but the point is this is their, I guess the only buy round. Right, double save and very slow money still. They're going to be right back onto the save. What a round.
Yeah,
This is a lot more composed.
A full-blown, I think their last buy was actually like 2 or 3 AKs and a couple Tech 9s, so that was brutal. It just shuts them down immediately. And okay, so they did that triple push out B, got kills on the anti-eco, and then Tarek pushed door with the op, got an opening pick, and now Cutler pushes B again and gets 3 kills. So Nihilum's got to do something to respond to this aggression, and if CLG keeps it up, this is something that's going to get caught on. It's going to be punished. So they need to be very careful moving forward how they attribute that aggression. And Mo gets a nice pick on a Sanks. Pop Flash is going to push him back, but Tarek chimes in as well.
And it's the op at mid this time from Tarek, so both of them are working wonders. Mo missing the shot up close that time, but with both of them flashed off, goes for the pistol exchange, him staying alive. Even if he doesn't get the kill, buys time for his teammates to rotate, and as a result, Tarek's already in heaven. Finesse collects Valence, and now we're both on double digits. 11 for Counter Logic Gaming. And Nihilum, they have to, man, at this point, just play for the 15th. Get that one, so at least get into overtime and slow this back down, because they're going full TSM right now.
Yeah, it was 14-5. It's been a 6-round run for CLG. They're now at 11-14, making this comeback alive. This double op setup has really carried them this far as well.
And they have so much economy to make it work. You've got to basically break the bank, and you're not going to do that when you've got 10-9 for Tarek and 13-2 for Cutler. Finesse, pop flashing out in toward the B main that time. Not even really a pop flash. That was quite deep, actually.
I think they went for the run boost in A and just missed it. So Cutler didn't try and get up there. Now it's going to be Sanks' turn. They're giving Sanks the op at A behind this smoke. They want him to find a pick with it, but a smoke is just going to plume right now, so he's not really going to have a chance until about 55 seconds. And that's going to slow things down. Nihilum still completely spread across the map. Tarek finds a kill on a Hiko.
This is looking impenetrable. Yeah, this double op's looking impenetrable. They need basically a strong A execution, which they haven't had in a few rounds. If they can start to set up smokes, maybe just try and get in and get a bomb down and play the post plant with one slow, laid-back player with an A main plant, maybe they have a chance. But B is definitely closed. They can't get anywhere near the site. Hiko dropped that time so quickly to Tarek, it was insane. As Finesse is inside the vents as well, so mid's out of contention. Valence does find his way in, though. There's the double. Now they have a chance, but that bomb gets dropped on the backside of the CT crate, and now they have to basically play all the way deep inside the site. They do catch Tarek off on a mist. Sanks, great response frag through the smoke, but Cutler gets behind them. They haven't spotted him up. Don't take him back in response. He's down to 33, as Automatic has to go against 1-on-2 and can't do it, and Counter Logic Gaming. This is full control from them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds in a row to get back into this.
Yeah, this is that was an intelligent play by Cutler there to fall back, wrap around the forklift by that, get a nice kill. But also, you said it, this is looking impenetrable if they're spreading out like this. If they're going to spread out and they're going to go against the double op at both sites, you're going to get picked off, and they need to have some kind of an execute. They need to have some kind of group, aggressive, fast hit, get into the bomb site where those sniper rifles aren't nearly as effective at retaking sites like they are as picking people off. So, but here we go again. Hiko spread out. Tarek's got the op over here at this site. He's got to be very, very careful.
Cephas lurks out towards Squeaky. No one pushing it this time. Stacking up as Nihilum in mid. That's the other thing. They haven't really opened mid anywhere either, because everywhere they've gone has been basically shut down by this double op. It's going to be an auto sniper this time for Mo. If you can't hit your flick, why not have 20?
Yeah, right. They got to be careful. Cutler in the vents, ready to peek out as soon as this hit comes in. He's looking antsy.
Sanks, good entry onto Mo, so Mo's already out of it, but they don't spot Cutler up at the vents like you say. He takes the first and drops immediately. Now he's able to support on Valens as they try and use that Tech 9, and they actually do massive damage to Cutler on the way back across the site. Automatic in from the vents now. This gives them a bit of a chance. Molotov's going to go out, but Cutler does get caught by that. I wasn't sure it was deep enough when it was initially thrown, but it does catch him, and now FNS has to play this from Generator all by himself, and he's got the first two. He may get more than that because they haven't even got an angle on top of him yet, and there's already a good position here from CLG. Finally, they've got an advantage on Nihilum's side, but the HP stacked against them as Valens is only on 50, and Tarek walks around the corner. There it is. Sempis gets them to 15, and take a deep breath, Nihilum. You can rest easy because you're at least going to overtime at this point.
All right, you want to talk about Ops not being very effective at retaking bomb sites? Tarek was at that B bomb site for that entire execute, stuck behind a smoke, too scared to come in with the AW, waiting for it to disappear, and while all of his teammates were dying, could not do anything with an AWP trying to retake that site. And that's got to feel good for Nihilum to get that 15th round.
Oh, they can just relax. I wouldn't be surprised if they close it out here quite quickly in the next 2 rounds, just because they can play without the stress. Flashing through, though, is Hazed on A main. Sempis caught by that one. I'm not sure what Sempis was doing because the smoke was already out. And he went for that, like, YOLO bunny hop jump off the box to get over to Cord Locker, but there was no need. There was no vision, so it's not like he had to beat the op shot out, or bait the op shot out, rather.
Here's what's scary. Back to this double op setup that the Nihilum couldn't break until Mo picked up an auto sniper. Tarek's got it in mid. He did see one get boosted up, but Sanks just comes out mid, not able to get the kill on a Tarek. Tarek just gets away. FNS peeks mid and takes him out. It's going to be a 5-on-3. And if this defense holds true and it remains impenetrable, then it's going to put Nihilum onto a save. And that's going to put it at 14-15. This is a scary, scary situation for Nihilum.
Definitely scary. I mean, it's not done yet. There's no question about that, especially the defense we've seen from CLG, but at least they can get this into overtime because 14 rounds, it gets elusive. Mo does get Nico. I keep calling him Nico, but Hiko that time. His automatic goes back, but he drops immediately after, and it's all on Valens, who does make good work of Tarek. Does have the bomb as well, so he can actually do this because they've got them divided. That first smoke does catch out Hayes, but he draws back and not aware that Cutler's that close on highway. If he found that second angle, if he was there, that was basically 3 one-on-ones that he forced himself into, but he didn't know it.
Yeah, that plant would have been so crucial as their money is reset. You can see it. Sempis and Sanks both at 1500. That's going to be a tough buy going into the last round. If there is a last round.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to see all 30 regardless.
I am too. Just saying, there's always that chance of these Tech 9s and P250s, but this defense from CLG has really stepped it up. They ramped it up at about round 5, and they haven't back.
This is interesting, though, because Nihilum's getting far more aggressive with numbers than they have before, and Hayes realizes it. He tries to fall back off the site, and the flash comes out. He does get the first. Cutler's there to support. Pops back out, and they're actually mowing them apart. There's no way through, and Hiko drops. I thought for a moment that was going to look really good on Nihilum's side. But it turns out to be a really good rotation from CLG instead, and here we go, round 30. We get there. What a comeback from CLG.
What a comeback. This is like the old CLG we talked about. Once they lost Pistol on their win percent as CT on this map in their last 6 matches was down at 40%, but this is a completely different CLG that's showed up to make this comeback happen. And it's just been such spread out play from Nihilum. They've been getting picked off by a double op setup. Now it's just Mo. Tarek back onto a rifle. And they actually are going to commit over towards this A site. 4 in the door. It's only Mo with an AWP who's looking at the door at the moment.
This is a full change-up. Never run this strategy. They're desperate to get this last round and close this out now. Valens, going to be your first entry, at least make the noise. Takes down A's. Beautiful shot. Well placed from that Tech 9, and now they get the way inside the site. Bomb's going to go down from Sempis. They're going to have to play for this retake, and Tarek is a long way away as Finesse comes up the highway.
2 smokes and a Molotov in the hands of Nihilum. They have a lot of ways to delay this retake.
Sempis just going to sit on top of the bomb as well, which you don't often see in these post plants. With this many players up, I'm sure it'll be checked, but it still gives him a chance to get the early drop on Mo, who's running through. Finesse goes to the backside. Mo still finds Sempis with the op up close as Sanks gets back in, and it's going back and forth, but it's Tarek that's all that's left, and Nihilum close it out in the most dramatic of fashions in a one-on-one. It was overtime where it was all over, and Nihilum go 2-0 on their debut night against the 2 best teams in the league. That's an excellent performance, but there's definitely questions to be had over that T side because that could have been a lot easier.
Yeah, what a absolutely fantastic matchup we just saw between CLG and Nihilum. And you said it, looking good so very early on. That just bodes so well for the future. This is going to be an exciting season in North American Counter-Strike.
The other aspect of this is that CLG came on really strong on their CT side, which Mo is knowing for have a really good CT side. They definitely looked impenetrable. I honestly, if they had a few more T rounds, that was their game to win. But their T side was lacking, and Mo missing those shots. I mean, they're still looking for this fit. They've got to do it in a timely fashion. They're running out of roster changes before the end of the season. But it's, I mean, yeah, this is that's a game that CLG is going to look back and say, maybe if we had a dedicated fifth, or if we'd done a few things different, that was theirs to have. Nonetheless, Nihilum squeak away with it, and you have to take advantage of those opportunities. You have to be completely opportunistic in a professional division at any sport, and good for them.
Yeah, and you want to talk about CLG looking back on this match. Think of that pistol round where Valen's those nutty shots. There's a round that CLG should have won. Valen's with another clutch one-on-one in a gun round. I think Automatic had an amazing clutch on Tarek in a one-on-one. So many clutch rounds going in the way of the Nihilum players.
And you go back as well to the other game with Nihilum and Elevate. Nihilum in that game actually won, I think, both pistols there as well, but they only picked up, one gun round or two gun rounds on their T side.
Two.
Here they win both pistol rounds against a team who is unbeaten, and it only dropped, I think, one pistol round all season in CLG, and it makes all the difference in the world. So it's good that Nihilum pick up those pistol rounds, but they definitely have work to do on their gun rounds, because if they don't pick up, against CLG, if CLG get their traditional pistols, I mean, they got 14 rounds without them. That's pretty remarkable. It's almost worth saying that they were equally as good, if not better in some ways, than Nihilum for that reason.
Right. And also looking at some things they can work on is where they really struggled in that second half was against that double op setup that CLG busted out. And one of the questions we have for them is, who's going to be your opper? Who's going to be the player that you trust to go head-to-head with these guys? And if you're not going to go that route, if you're not going to depend on an op to go head-to-head with another sniper, how are you going to neutralize them? How are you going to use smokes and flashes and Molotovs to make them uncomfortable? And they didn't really do it against CLG. CLG really ran up the scoreboard when they got into that double op setup, because Nihilum was still playing that spread out strategy, and they were still getting picked and punished for it. It was when they started doing those executes that they kind of started doing a little bit better against these ops. But still that question, when they run into a Cloud9 who's got Skadoodle, who's able to dominate a game single-handedly with the AWP, what's their response going to be there?
That's exactly it, because Skadoodle is dominating lately, and I mean, Cloud9, everyone questioned the whole Freakazoid pickup. Skadoodle's definitely been doing his part. If he can even just get on and be that entry fragger, Cloud9's going to be in a decent position, because now they finally have roles established. So I can't wait for them to play against Nihilum. I think that's going to be a great matchup, obviously, the way Nihilum is playing. I have to say, I think Cloud9 favors that, but the rest of these teams are definitely in nip-tuck right now in terms of who's where. But what a great night of CS all the way through. It has to be said. The last two matches were awesome to watch.
Yeah.